Guys, in this video, we're going to be talking about what women really want in bed. Now, a lot of you guys don't really take advice from women on relationships and dating, but when it comes down to sex, you should start listening to women because they know what they really want. They know what they really desire. They know how to communicate what they want in bed. Well, there's a whole category in the book industry. They're called romance novels, like spicy books. Okay, they're books made by women, consumed by women. Have you ever heard about 50 Shades of Grey, 365 Days, Good Girls, the show? There's a lot of books out there for women to read. And just because you don't pay attention to it, just because you don't know they exist, it doesn't mean they don't exist. Women are basing their sexual experience based on those books. So some people use the Bible for guidance through life. I want you to use those TikToks about women talking about what they want in bed, those books, those movies, those TV shows. I want you to use those to satisfy a woman, to tap into their darkest fantasies. So with that being said, let's jump into the video and see what she has to say.
Experiences that I have personally been through. Number one, you gotta warm us up. I mean, you wouldn't put a turkey into an oven that wasn't preheated, right? Same thing applies in bed. Preheat that shit until it's about to light on fucking fire.
On this one, I agree. They want you to take your time. A lot of women are very quick in wanting a girl to come over, or really quick on wanting a girl to have sex, or really quick in wanting to bust a nut really quick, to the point where they forget that sex should be pleasurable for women, okay? How do you accomplish this? How do you take your time? You gotta stimulate the mind, okay? Make a connection between the mind, and her vagina. Women, excuse me, women are very sexual beings. Not that they crave sex alone, but they crave intimacy. They crave fantasies. And don't get me wrong, women enjoy a quickie, but when it comes down to satisfying a woman, to giving a woman the best experience she has ever had, it comes down to stimulating the mind first, taking your time. help them desire you, help them get aroused, kind of induce or awaken the connection between her thoughts and her vagina. Make her wet without your presence, okay? Be about your presence. Be about communicating what you want to do to her. And how do we accomplish that? I've always said that planned sex is always better than routine sex. With routine sex, you just go to bed, fuck around, 20 minutes max, go to sleep, that's it. Here and there, maybe once in the couch, in the fucking living room. But what I want you to do is plan your sexual encounters. Why? Because that allows you to talk to a woman before, like, since the morning. If you're gonna have sex at night, that allows you to communicate from the morning. When she's at work, you gotta talk to her, explain what you wanna do to her. Explain that you wanna taste every part of her body. Tell her that your hand is going to be branded on her fucking ass. So, take it slow. Fucking take your time. This is not a fucking race, okay? It's not a fucking race.
Number two, you gotta be assertive. There's a difference between being assertive and being aggressive. Again, this is only based on my experiences and my friends, but we like it when we're told what to do. It shows that you're confident, that you know what you're doing, and that's hot.
Be assertive. Okay, assertive is, like she said, it's way different than aggressive. You could be assertive in a very calm way. You could be assertive by not screaming, but the way you say things, the way you demand things, okay? You gotta have that sexual confidence, and that comes with time. The more you practice, the more you say things, it's gonna build up your confidence. Be dominant. Embrace that dominance within yourself. That allows a woman to be submissive to you when you express that dominance, okay? Dominance in a way that you communicate a woman, not verbally, but physically and emotionally. Dominance communicates to a woman that she's gonna be taken care of. You're gonna be taking care of her. tap into BDSM, bondage, and learn about the dynamics of submissive and the dominant. Also, embrace your animalistic and primal instincts. I do that by breathing hard, in and out, expressing myself not only with words, but with like sounds, growling, fucking moaning. They like that shit. They like that a lot because that communicates that you're fucking enjoying it, okay? And you're not afraid to express yourself. So, be assertive.
Number 3, you gotta stroke our ego a little bit. Keep in mind, women are some of the most self-conscious creatures on this planet. So the more you can tell us that you're into it, the better. Tell us that we're hot. Tell us that you're enjoying what you're doing to us, and get specific about it. Example, I love the way your blank does blank. You can fill in the gaps.
Number 3, a lot of you guys take advice from other men to not compliment a woman, to not give her compliments. But when it comes down to the bedroom, you gotta fucking shower her with compliments in a way that, I'll give you an example. Women are very insecure, okay? They overthink a lot. So to satisfy a woman, think about like this is the orgasm, and I'm not talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 orgasms. I'm talking about 10, 15, 20 orgasms in one night. In order to reach this level of satisfaction, you gotta overcome certain obstacles, okay? One of them could be she has anxiety. Another one could be she's not that confident. Another one could be she might be feeling some kind of way that day, okay? So you gotta overcome those obstacles in order to reach this point, to satisfy her, to be the best experience she has ever had, okay? So how do we do that? Reassurance, give him compliments. Also take away some abilities like the ability to see, okay? I always use a blindfold. I put it on in the beginning, and then that allows me to work on what I need to work on, and that also allows the woman to just relax. She's not looking down seeing if she has a little bit of extra fat. She's not fucking looking at the sky, fucking thinking, being outside of the fucking moment, okay? That alone puts her in a state of like, okay, I'm gonna enjoy this. I don't have to be thinking about something else. I'm gonna give you this example. With horses, they're able to see around them, okay? But when it comes down to the race, when it comes down to performance, that's not good. They have to be focused in one thing, the end goal, right? The finish line. So what they do is they get these kind of blindfolds for the sides, so the horse can focus on the fucking goal, right? So it's kind of like that. You're taking that ability away from a woman to overthink, to fucking be focusing on things outside of the presence of in the moment. So get a blindfold, put that shit on. It helps her to relax, to just enjoy the moment. And again, like I said, women are very self-conscious. So that anxiety, that stress is going to limit the pleasure, okay? So when I said make her brain communicate to her vagina, I meant that I want you to make the brain send blood flow to her vagina, okay? It's gonna make it feel more satisfying for a woman. Kind of like performance anxiety for a guy. When a guy is feeling stressed, when a guy is feeling anxiety, all the fucking blood goes up to the fucking brain, and it kind of cuts blood flow to the extremities, fingers, toes, your dick. So that's why you can't get it hard, because all the fucking blood is going to your brain because you're overthinking it, you're stressing about it, okay? So same thing for a woman. A woman needs to get wet. A woman needs to experience the connection of the brain and the vagina. So when she's thinking about a lot of things, blood is going to be going into the brain instead of her vagina. So make sure you're helping them, you're aiding them into relaxing. And how do I do that? Personally, I talk to them. I put the blindfold on, I talk to them, I'm like, you're so fucking beautiful, you taste so fucking good. Just give them compliments. You cannot go wrong with compliments. Yes, you can overdo it, but if you're just subtle with it, if you're just like simple with it, you allow the woman to experience the moment. One thing that I find myself doing a lot is when I'm hitting it and we're making eye contact, I don't want her to feel like, oh, do I look pretty? Do I not look pretty? So what I do is just grab them by the hair, make them look at me, eye contact, and I just say, you're so fucking beautiful. And then I fucking slap them. Okay, everything's consensual. I'm like, you're so fucking beautiful. And then I slap them. And then I'll make out with them. For some reason, that does a lot to a woman. They start fucking writing harder, faster. Okay, they start fucking moaning louder. So, be able to embrace her beauty. Don't be shy to compliment in sex. I would say this is one of the most important things to do in sex. Talk. Be talkative. Communicate.
Number 4, you gotta learn to multitask. Meaning, you need to use your fingers, especially when visiting southern regions.
Your dick should be the last thing going inside, okay? Take your time. Use your fingers, use your mouth, okay? I'm gonna give you an example. The reason why you wanna take your time, the reason why you don't wanna penetrate right away is because you have to kind of simulate blood flow to that area, okay? As a guy, you get an erection, you get a boner once your dick gets filled with blood, okay? Your brain tells your body that it needs to get an erection, okay? Because you're aroused, okay? For a woman, you need to help her stimulate that area so it could get wet, it could get sensitive. Now, how do you do that? Use your fingers, your mouth, okay? I'm gonna give you an example of what I do. When you finger a girl, you don't go in and out. You do not do this, okay? First of all, you make them lick the finger, okay? It's licked, it's moisturized. You go in. You're not doing this. You kind of go in and up, and then you kind of do this motion, okay? When you do this, you're simulating the G-spot, the inside of the fucking vagina. Simulating the G-spot. Now, start slow, okay? Go sideways a little bit, but mainly go up and down, kind of like a come here motion, like this. At the same time, simulate the clit a little bit. Make sure you're using lube or saliva or whatever. You don't want to go raw with the finger to skin, fucking dragging around. You kind of want to like stimulate a little bit slow. With this, you could be a little more aggressive, but with this one, you kind of stimulate a little bit. Okay? Now, you could do this and use your mouth again. With the other hand, you could be pinching the nipple, massaging the breast, okay? And going like this with your mouth. Now, you take it a little bit farther, use 2 fingers. Again, make sure they're moisturized. Make sure they're looped up. Make her lick the fingers, okay? You go inside, 2 fingers now. Go hook, and you do this. You go like this. Now, you could do a little bit more of aggressive kind of stroke, kind of massaging, because you're using 2 fingers, okay? Not just one, putting like a lot of pressure in one spot. You're kind of using 2 fingers. At the same time, you go down with your mouth. Same time, breast, okay? What I like to do when I use 2 fingers, put my hand right here, go inside, and then kind of like rock my fucking head back and forth and just fucking eat the fucking clit, okay? Slowly, not too hard. But again, you gotta be able to use your hands. You have 10 fucking fingers, bro. You can do it. But again, they're very sensitive, okay? On the inside, you can be rough, but on the outside, be gentle. Stimulate the clit while you're fucking going downtown on the fucking G-spot. Now that kind of like, when you do this, you're pumping more blood into the fucking G-spot. You're fucking making the G-spot more sensitive. So now when it's time to penetrate, that G-spot is gonna be inflated. So it's going to be easy to hit that spot, okay? That's what makes a woman squirt, when you fucking stimulate the inside of the G-spot, of the vagina. So use your fingers, your mouth, make sure you're stimulating that part of the vagina.
Number 5, tell us to take our time. It's no secret that women are oftentimes really in their heads. So alleviate some of that pressure by just telling us to just chill and take our time so we don't feel rushed. Encourage us to use adult accessories. Battery operated devices are your friend, not your enemy. I mean, think about it. If something helps you get a job done faster, why wouldn't you want to use that?
You gotta take your fucking time. Take your time. That's what I said. Don't penetrate right away, okay? Make her wait. Make her beg for it, okay? How do you do that? Detach yourself from pleasure. Me, myself, I haven't came during sex maybe within the last 10 sexual encounters that I've had. It's just something that I don't have sex for. I don't have sex for pleasure. I like pleasuring women. That's my thing. Whenever you come for a male, you kind of just feel tired. You just want to go to sleep, right? That blocks you from satisfying a woman. Again, yes, you can give her 1, 2, 3 orgasms, penetrating for like 30 minutes, 45 minutes. But when it comes down to satisfying a woman, you can go up to like 7 hours. Fucking have her come 20 times, 15, 10 times. But again, you gotta take your time. It's not a fucking race. Okay, you gotta take it slow. Once you adapt that concept, you understand that you can detach yourself from pleasure and focus on giving the pleasure and being the best experience she has ever had, okay? Being unforgivable. That's gonna allow you to do that. But if you're just going to fucking bust, they're gonna be disappointed.
6, send dirty texts. Text us that you can't wait to see us and everything you want to do to us when that happens. Get us excited. 7, surprise us by trying something new. Listen, I love peanut butter and jelly, but like, I don't want to eat the same sandwich every single day. As long as both people are cool and comfortable with it, I say hell yeah. Don't be afraid of the unknown. Hope this helped and follow me for more tips.
Tap into foreplay. Tap into that dynamic of the submissive and the dominant, right? Try new things, new positions, new toys. Try rope, try chains, try handcuffs, blindfold, whips, right? Try different lubes, try different vibrators, there's a lot of things you can try, okay? Why do you want to do this? Because it enhances the experience for a woman and for you as well. Imagine if I send you to build a deck, okay? And I only give you a hammer. That deck is not gonna be as beautiful or as sturdy or as professional looking as if I were to give you a bunch of tools, a bunch of time to work on that deck, right? So kind of have that mentality of like, the more tools you can use, the better experience, okay? And she's not going to look down on you that, oh, he's not able to satisfy me just by fucking going in and out. No, women want a stimulation. You gotta stimulate them, okay? It's okay to buy toys. Men have this fucking thought that if you use toys, it means that you're not able to satisfy a woman just by simply penetrating them. But that's completely wrong. I think penetration should be the last thing. You gotta stimulate every fucking part of the body. Try new things. Women are very creative, very emotional, very intellectual. They're always thinking of like new things to do. As a man, we like one thing and we just stick with that for the rest of our lives, right? Women like to experience things, okay? So tap into BDSM. If you truly want to give a woman the best experience she has ever had, you want to be that guy that fucking gets talked about, that women brag about, tap into BDSM. A lot of women, majority of women want to experience at least once that scenario, that experience. They want to experience it. Every woman that I've talked to, they're always like, yeah, I want to experience it. I want to be able to tap into my submissive side. So just because you don't get approached or you don't get that same energy from a female, it doesn't mean that she's not into it. I've had females that I've done my usual routine in sex, and they're like, could you next time go a little bit harder? Could you next time do this to me? Could you next time do this to me? Okay? And in my head, I'm always like, if only I knew she would like that, then I would have done it the first time. But I take it on baby steps. On the first date, I've always introduced bondage and a lot of BDSM. And then as I see a woman enjoying or not enjoying certain things, then I pull back or go a little bit more aggressive, more assertive into the session, right? So tap into BDSM. Learn how to practice BDSM. If there's a community near you, and join it. There's a lot of content online, but women like to experience new things. So make sure you do that.